So I am outside the government building here where the protest was supposed to make its final march towards this area. And already I've seen police in full riot gear driving towards here in a couple of vans, and I've heard a couple canisters of tear gas going off. You can see protesters behind me are marching the other way now, trying to get away from the confrontation that happened back over near the bridge. Now, the protest today that's being staged is actually not just here in Hong Kong, but worldwide. Over 70 different cities around the world have volunteered to do similar protests to show their solidarity with Hong Kong. And so we've seen a lot of flags, U.S. flags, British flags, and really what they're trying to say here in Hong Kong is that they have the backing of the international community. Sorry, there's a lot of tear gas coming in now, and I probably have to move right after this hit. But you can see really this area has been surrounded and covered by a sea of black, the usual Hong Kong protest gear with protesters in masks and with their umbrellas, fully prepared to have any clashes with police, it seems. Earlier this morning in Causeway Bay, which is where the protest started, there were some additional confrontations with tear gas and some mace being sprayed and a couple of arrests as well. So we'll have to see what happens from here on out, but it's already pretty escalated.
And Grace, on Tuesday, we know that China celebrates 70 years since the founding of the Republic. How's that going to be marked in Hong Kong?
Well, we're seeing 2 consecutive days of pretty rowdy protests here. Yesterday was the 5th anniversary of the umbrella movement, and right here on this spot at the government buildings, there were protests where we saw tear gas being fired and Molotov cocktails being thrown towards police, and additional confrontations today as well. So, we're fully expecting to see some more action on Tuesday. Now, I've actually been speaking to protesters who say that they didn't want to, go too hard on the march today because they want to conserve their energy for the big day on Tuesday. So we're fully expecting to see protesters out in full force, and of course, police will be ready for that as well.